Everybody, welcome back to Pokemon FireRed Nuzlocke. You might be thinking, wait, what did I miss? You didn't miss anything. Basically, I really quickly teleported back to the Pokemon Center. I just want to go through all my Pokemon, make sure none of them were on Route 16, so I can catch that Snorlax. So I did that. We're all good. I can catch whatever that Snorlax happens to be. And then I ran into a trainer along the bike path that I didn't realize I hadn't fought yet, and here we are. Of course he's got a Legendary. Of course. In this world, legendaries are just around like freaking Rattatas. Alright. So Groudon is... Yeah, I'm not even gonna mess around, man. I'm not entirely sure. I think it might be ground type. Yeah, there it is. Well, that's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna chill here. Great. And, whatever, we'll just waste an Aurora Beam while he wastes his dig, because he's a fool. Sunlight is so strong. You know, I would imagine that Groudons are fire types because of that sunlight move, but I don't actually know. They might be ground types. I mean, it's in the name a little bit, right? Maybe? Is that a bad pun? It's fine. Anyways, but Zay's at 43. Way to go, girl. Just leveling up strong as always. Oh my god. No. Zay, defeat your evil twin. This is ridiculous. Is this ridiculous, or is it just me? Like, how many trainers? I mean, I've encountered a lot of legendary Pokemon. I have 2 legendary Pokemon in my party, and I've encountered so many trainers with legendaries. I promise you, I did not set the rate for legendaries any higher than it is in a normal game. Like, it's insane. It's just a really weird thing that this game decided to do. Lickitung is a totally normal Pokemon. So let's send out Nizzy. See how Nizzy does. Again, I understand ghost attacks are useless against normals, but I figure normal attacks are also useless against ghosts, so, you know, it's fine. We'll throw out a poison powder, hopefully it hits. It does. Beautiful. Get the good old Lickitung all poisoned up. Oh yeah. Get that Harden going. Good old Lickitung with Harden. That makes a lot of sense. Oh, and then the poison's got to hit. Oh, is that strong sunlight ever gonna go away? I did just realize that it'll make this more powerful, so that's nice at least. Yeah, look at that. Good times. Maybe I didn't even need to waste the poison powder. Stubble. No. Also gonna leave Nizzy out there. Oh good, Intimidate Joy. Alright. Well, since the sunlight's still strong, I'm just gonna go right for... Oh! I hate Protect, it's so frustrating. I'm gonna imagine... I guess if you have a Drought ability, it just stays out there forever. Yeah, I knew he'd Protect again. Fine. Well, I doubt Protect's gonna work a 3rd time. So this time I'm gonna use an Eruption. Yeah, that's what I thought. Can't protect yourself forever. How annoying would that be if they had not thought of it? Like, I'm sure they did at some point, like, not have that in there, and then, you know, like, they played it out, and, like, there was somebody, like, an AI that just couldn't beat, literally. And they're like, oh, this is dumb. Alright. Anyways. Back, because as you see, I think the last time I'd gone up that middle there, and as you can see, I definitely just missed that trainer on the left. There's probably, frankly, some trainers over on the right-hand side there as well that I haven't fought. So we will come back to them in a second. But first, let's go grab whatever this dude is on Route 16. Okay. So first off, as per usual, we'll throw Kednub out there to start. Although I'm actually tempted to throw Nizzy out there to start so I can throw a poison up right away. I mean, a paralysis I think might be a little bit better than a poison. And I'm also worried if like I put it out against somebody who'd be strong against them. So yeah, you know what? It'll be fine. I'm gonna do a quick save here. Because although I would never save Scum, I would definitely same scum if I need to, so it's just good to have, you know? Just a good lesson. Anyways, let's see what we get. Alright, so the last one of these was Kyogre. I don't think this will also be a Kyogre. Like, I think the game is written so that these two should be different Pokemon. But we shall see. What the fuck, game? Really? I mean, really? Okay. Alright. So use a Surf right off the bat. Cause I don't think I'm gonna be able to. Oh wow, he's super fast, isn't he? Ugh. Alright, that's fine. Do a Surf. Oh my goodness. Okay. He's got dragon moves, and probably have psychic moves. Let's send Drew out there. Hopefully he doesn't have belly drum. Oh, alright. That's fine. I mean, frankly, I'm not even sure I want this dude. Like, if I'm being 100% honest, please don't. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. More Bubble Beam. If I kill it, I don't really care. I've already got Latias, and I'm good with that. Oh. Here's the thing. Technically. Oh, you know what? Great. Because he might confusion himself, and then kill himself, and we're good, everybody, and we can just move on with our days, and not have to worry about this. I will send out one single Ultra Ball. Because he is my first Pokemon, so I gotta see if I can catch him. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, so now he's confused. I'm actually not even gonna, like, because I can't take the chance that he does another Outrage and kills Drew. There's no way in hell I'm doing that. So, we're healing up, and if he hurts himself, so be it. Okay. He did not hurt himself. Fair enough. Ooh. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm just, like I said, I'm not losing Drew. I'm not gonna take that chance. So, that's fine. Yep. Kill yourself? There it is. Alright, everybody. Enough of these stupid Snorlaxes and them being actually legendaries. Because, frankly, I don't care. Jesus. That's just ridiculous, man. There's no way. The last time I did these, like, in a previous one when I did a randomized, these were like, one of them was like a Metapod, man. Like, I don't... The other one was just like a normal Pokemon. Like, just a normal-ass Pokemon. Like, what are the chances that both these Snorlaxes would be freaking legendaries? Ah, man, that's just crazy. That's just crazy to me. That's fine, though. That's fine. Ooh, double trainer battle. Hold on a second here. I mean, I could throw Nizzy out there and just double up on the eruptions, which would be kind of hilarious. But I don't think I'll do that. I think we will instead throw a quick ol' heal to Kedna. And we'll fight these foes. Folks? Sometimes the intensity of love scares me. Yeah, I can get that. I get that, young couple Leah and Jed. Ooh. Ooh. That lantern is a problem. Because that lantern is electric water, I believe. Which means if he uses a water move, use it against Christina, and maybe one-shot me. If he uses an electric move, he'll use it against Kednob, and I almost guarantee one-shot. So, yeah. We are literally going to switch out. We're gonna switch out to Zay. And we're gonna switch out to Drew. I think they should both be fine against these two. My two legendaries, let's do this. Sure, of course you're gonna poison me like a dickweed. God, so like that would have not done a lot of damage. It would have been fine probably, but like, you know, it's good not to. I didn't want to take the chance, frankly. Alright. So Psychic should work well against you. And Frenzy Plant should work well against you. And great, good old times. And... whoop. Oh yeah, I forgot everybody's gotta get a little bit. Hey, Drew's up to 39. That's good times. Another good old solid level for Drew. And of course a missed. Great. That did nothing, but the poison's gonna get steadily worse. Which sucks. But that's fine. I can Dragon Claw you anyways. And whatever, let's Petal Dance. How did Dragon Claw miss? Really? That Dragon Claw was a 100 chance to hit. Did my accuracy go down from something? Maybe. Anyways, it's fine. Petal Dance did the work. Cool. Ooh, Christina got up to 32. Yay, Christina! Cool. We're good. Alright. Oh, but Jed looks so cool even in a loss. Hold on, real quickly before I forget. Let's go use an antidote on Zay here. Once we get up to my... oh, man, I need to clear out my bags. Yep. Great, good times. So, what do you say? Listen, Leah, you need to focus less on me. Ooh. Ooh, man. I'm sorry, Jed is so cool. I mean, okay. Here's the thing. This relationship seems a lot healthier. Do you remember that? I think it was like Gia and Jess over on the docks, who put a thing that if they could beat me in a Pokemon battle, they'd get married, and then they lost because I'm way better than them. Yeah. So this relationship seems at least a little bit healthier. Because, you know, they lost, and Leah was like, that's fine. I still love you, you're awesome. But Jed over here... okay, here's the thing. If you're in a relationship with somebody, I'm just gonna let's bring it in close, kids. Bring it in, let's really get up on in there, yeah? If you're in a relationship with somebody, and you're really excited about something that they did, or maybe you're just trying to help them through a tough time, and their response to that is, listen, babe, you need to focus less on me. It's not a great sign. Like, legitimately, that's the thing that somebody says when it's like they're kind of thinking about, they've been thinking about breaking up with you for a little while, and they're just sort of, they're in that space where it's like, they've definitely talked to their friends about it, and they're like, man, it's just not going well for XYZ, and you know, and they're like, but just their close friends, just like their best friends, and like their best friends like, hey man, you gotta, you know, if you think that way, maybe you should consider, you know, maybe you gotta go separate ways, you know, you gotta be an adult about it. And Jed here that's sort of rolling through his head, and you know, maybe he's thinking, well, I don't want to break up this weekend because we've got to stand out on the side of the road and battle trainers. That's a really, you know, who wants to ruin that? Right, but maybe like next weekend, you know, it won't be a big deal and stuff. But this is definitely like he's kind of decided he might be ready to move on with his life, and she is definitely not in the same spot and is unaware that he's even thinking that, and he's trying to be like, oh, you know what, babe? Maybe you should like, you know, maybe like try to focus more on you a little bit. You know, like, I mean, listen, this is also a legitimate good advice in general in your life. If you're in a relationship, it is important to take into consideration the person you're with, obviously, to celebrate them, to help them, to be obviously you want to be a part of their lives, but you should not focus solely on them to the exclusion of everything else. That's what creates a really unhealthy relationship. I mean, I've been in a relationship like that, and it's not good. because you both need to have your own things. You both need to have your own places that you can go to be on your own. You both need to have, you both need to have your own sort of goals and plans and thoughts, and that's partially just because like living in a relationship shouldn't just be you two become hooked together forever and you can never be apart. It should just be like, like you're together because you want to help each other with things, but and be there for them and support each other, but not be the only thing in their lives. You know what I mean? So this is good advice, actually. Like she should focus on herself a little bit. That's good advice. I'm just saying. This is maybe like right after a loss. He's kind of pissed off because he lost, and this just comes out. Well, listen. Maybe I hope their relationship is great. Listen, Jed, Leah, if you guys need to talk, I'm right here. We'll we can put the Pokeballs down and just talk amongst people. Have a people battle. You know what I mean? So, anyways, this was TM's relationship advice corner. Okay. How'd you get in? Good effort. I guess I used cut. But yeah, so I think this is where I get fly. Ooh, wait, let's try to get in the door first. Oh dear, you found my secret police. Secret retreat, not secret police. That's a different thing. Please don't tell anyone I'm here. I'll make it up to you with this. Yeah. HMO2, which is fly. Excellent. Cool. So I'm going to teach that to somebody, I think, right away. Open. Oh, wait. No, it's an HM, so it's way up here. Okay, so who can use this? Zay can use it and nobody else. Well, so this is one where this would make sense to replace teleport directly. Because, like, teleport is just fly. It's just I can only go back, like, But you all know my feeling on teleport. Teleport was a gift from the gods when I asked for it. I mean, honestly, I'm not sure. I'm legitimately... Listen, I know all of you are out there being like, Tim, just replace teleport. It's literally perfect. Like, it's replacing a move that is basically useless in battles with something that is useful. And yes, while we're here, I am going to go to the top floor and get a lot more lemonades. Because like I said, that's a neat little trick. And I'm thrifty. I'm also thirsty. So, but I mean, I'm probably being too ridiculous about this, right? Like I should just replace teleport because fly does the same exact thing. And it's a useful move. Yeah. Yeah, I should just do that, right? Like, the gods won't curse my game if I reject a gift from them, right? They understand that sometimes... Oh boy. I can feel like the Poke gods like staring at me just for daring to. It's crazy, guys. Listen, I am myself not really a religious person at all. I'll admit that right up front. I did, go to church when I was a kid, and I was like an acolyte, which is like an altar boy basically in the local Episcopal church. Which Episcopal, in case you're wondering, is essentially just the American version of Anglican, which is the church that was founded by Henry VIII when he wanted to leave his wife. So, good times. Although it is a myth that people think when they think that the church that was founded by Henry VIII was Protestant, it was not. And that's a key difference. History corner here. Henry VIII was a devout Catholic. He just also wanted to get to not be in his marriage anymore, in his first marriage. And so he needed to figure out a way to be able to do that, which he ended up basically figuring out a way that people say he invented the divorce. That's not really true. Basically, what he did is he found a way that he could later annul a marriage. it's essentially he divorced his wife, which is fine. And the Pope, who ran the Catholic Church, was basically like, you can't do that. Henry said, well, I'm gonna call myself the head of the church, and there you go. But the Church of England, as it was first called, was basically Catholic. Like it was Catholic in almost legitimately every single way, except Henry was the head of it. That was the only difference. The Protestant thing did not come in until a little bit later. It was actually after Henry's death that he later kings, because there was a big fight in England over Protestant Catholic. There were some representatives who were Protestants, some who were Catholic. And so it was only later that the Church of England adopted actual Protestant. By Protestant, what I mean by that is the teachings of the Lutheran Church, or in the specific case of the Church of England, mostly the Calvinist Church, which is the same of like French Protestants who are called Huguenots, follow the Calvinist doctrine. If you don't know the Calvinist doctrine, generally Protestants believe in getting rid of things that are like what are they called? Where you give money to the church, and that means that you're forgiven of all sins. I forgot what those are called, but they just generally want to turn down the amount of money that was going into the church and all the gaudiness. But then Calvinists specifically believe in predestination, which is where you basically believe that, well, if God's omnipotent, then He already knows who is going to heaven, who's going to hell, who's going to purgatory. And if you're thinking, well, that's weird, how can you believe in that? So you just believe that you're already predestined to go to one of those places? I think there's enough lemonades. Like, that's strange. Why would you then bother like living your life if you already knew which way you were going? Like, if you knew you were going to heaven, why would you bother being a good person? Like, and if you knew you were going to hell, why would you bother being a good person? And the answer to that is because you don't actually know which one you've been chosen for. You just know, we are going to teleport, I think, back to Fuchsia. Yeah. And the idea is that the things that you do, the actions you take in life show which one you're going to. So if you're a good person in life, it proves that you're predestined for heaven. Listen, it's convoluted. But that's what Calvinism is. That's what a lot of European Protestantism became. Obviously, German Protestantism is mostly Lutheranism. But a lot of like Calvinist and a lot of like French Protestantism is largely Calvinism because he was from France. Anyways, this is a long thing, a long tangent that I went off talking about. I don't quite remember at this point. But yeah, so there, that ends Tian's History Corner. I just wish I could remember how we got into this corner. But hey, while we're here real quick, let's check out Ixdeck, which we just caught. Oh, nope, that's not what I want to do. I keep doing that move. Alright, so Ixdeck is bold. Oh, he's a rock bug. Oh, okay, I get that makes sense. I mean, he looks like a bug. Battle armor. Oh, blocks critical hits. Okay, so not unlike Kednab. Okay, solid, good attack, pretty decent speed. Not great other ones. And he's got Megahorn, I was going to say, where's his flamethrower? And then I remembered that randomized game was different from this one. So, anyways, he's got Megahorn, which is very good. Splash, which is literally meaningless. Rock Throw, which is fine. String Shot, which is nothing. So, Ixdeck is okay. You know, in a pinch. Alright. So what do you guys think? Let's first off, let's move Joe back into the party. Thank you, Hubez, for being my cut master. And for giving me a TM. So what do you guys think? Do you think that we're ready for Koga? I'm still not sure. I would like to get Nizzy and Christina up a little bit. Like, I'd at least like them to get to around 35, I think. So, with that in mind, I think I might go grind them up a little bit. And I will probably... Yeah, I think as with the last time where I did it off camera, I'll probably do it off camera. I'll turn the camera on in case anything happens while I'm grinding. But, oh, hold on. HM, right? We gotta teach fly to somebody. I mean, it's stupid not to, right? 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 Thank you for the teleport, Pokegods. This is not a slight on you. I've really appreciated your gift, and this gift of fly is an even better one, so I appreciate it. It's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. It's fine. That also does remind me how I got off this topic, because I was talking about the fact that I'm not really a religious person. I don't know if I believe in God or gods or whatever. I'm certainly not a big fan of organized religion, and that's how it got me because I was in the Episcopal Church for a while, and I got yeah. Okay, so now I understand why I got off on that ridiculous tangent. Well, by the way, we'll drive up here real quick. I think there are a couple of trainers to fight. But yeah, just in terms of that the religious thing, yeah. So I'm not terribly religious. Like I'm not a huge. I am myself not one for organized religion, really. This should be fine, right? Oh, hey, super effective, perfect. Good job, Christina. Persian. Yeah. Let's get Nizzy out there. But yeah, I'm not one for organized religion, really. Although I understand people who are. Like, I know that organized religion generally has a really bad reputation from a lot of people. And then there are a lot of people who are really into it. It's amazing how, like, and it's amazing that difference in opinion of the two. I fell in love. What does that mean? I did not know ghosts could feel love. We'll try to use an eruption. Oh, I'm immobilized by love. Oh, that's right! He's got his status feeling thing. Stupid. Does this ever wear off? Like, do I ever fall out of love? Oh my god. Oh my god, this is... Alright, you know what? You know what? We're done. This is stupid as hell, because he's just gonna wish, heal bell. Alright, Persian's a dude. So I believe that means that if I send out another dude, I cannot get immobilized by love, right? Because these games don't believe in homosexuality, apparently. No, that's really mean. I'm sure what it was is that these games were designed and they were just like, oh, infatuation, that's cool. It's like, you know, a guy falls in love with a girl and that's fine. And they didn't really, I mean, Japanese developers, they probably didn't. Actually, what is? I was just thinking. I don't actually know Japan or Japanese culture's general take on homosexuality. Like, is homosexual marriage legal in Japan? Oh, acid armor. What is acid armor? Ultra Cell to liquefy itself sharply raise its defense. Ugh, god, so that's not a great move. Yeah, that's fine, don't need it. Yeah, I don't actually know the answer to that question. I mean, I lived in Japan for a while. And I knew and met people there who were gay, and they didn't seem to be, like, living in hiding. But I mean, we were in Tokyo, so I don't like, because I also knew, so there were some people I knew in China who were, because when I lived there for 2 years, there was people I knew there who were gay, and homosexuality is definitely not allowed in China. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know. That's just I might go look that up. Interestingly, and it's interesting because I'm trying to like Japan's an interesting place because they have a lot of really, I mean, as with every country, there's a lot of really amazing, great, wonderful things about Japan, and there's some things that need some work. You know, like the best example of that is sort of a lot of people, well, Japanese law and culture to some degree can be fairly xenophobic, just in the sense of like they're very anti-immigration, which, I mean, they do live on a tiny island with that. Even as an island, there's not actually a lot of land space to live, because a lot of the island is like tall, really unbuildable forest and volcanoes and stuff. Ooh, Arcanine. No, because Christina gets powered up when she gets hit by fire. So I should be okay. Oh, and a flinch, great. But yeah, so I know they're a little bit. Oh, 2 flinches. Good job, Christina. I know that they're. Boy, sorry, I just realized putting Arcanine against a Houndoom is real creepy. Like, Pokemon already basically is dogfighting. It's just weird, like, it's funny cartoon animals, is fine. That actually looked like a dogfight. That's, you know, Pokemon. Hooray, forcing animals to fight each other. It's fine. But like, and you know, I say Japanese culture and law, and like the law certainly is a little bit xenophobic. Like, they're totally fine with tourists, but like if you're an American or you're from anywhere else and you want to try to move there, it's very, very difficult. And even culturally, it's this interesting thing where they're totally great with tourists and they're totally great with people from other parts of the world. But if you want to like actually try to live there, it can be a little harder to settle in, because they're generally not as open to it, in terms of actually living there. They're great. They're fine with you visiting, but you know, that's not really all that different from the U.S. Like, there's a lot of xenophobia here in the U.S. too. So, but yeah, I don't honestly know what their feelings are on homosexual marriage. But I just bring that up because obviously, that move like infatuation is one that in this game it can, and I imagine that's still the case. It only affects a Pokemon of the opposite gender, which is interesting. Oh no, it's fine. Okay. God, why can I never paralyze the Pokemon I'm trying to catch, right? It's fine. But yeah, that's just an interesting thing. That I would almost imagine that. Like, do you think that even came up when they were designing that move? Oh. Ooh, no. No, I forgot. Sneasel's dark. Yeah, we're gonna switch to Joe. I don't want to. Ooh, shit. Ooh. Okay, well, I'm glad I got out of there at least, and I didn't die. That's fine. Haha, it doesn't work as well when I don't run. But yeah, it's, you know, it's an interesting thought to have. I do wonder if they thought of, I'm sure, because I'm sure they thought about it in the interim. But I actually don't know if infatuation. I don't remember seeing infatuation at all in Sun and Moon. Huh? You know, I almost wonder. This is me being cynical, but I almost wonder if there was, because obviously I haven't paid that much attention. Wasn't paying attention during these generations, and I almost wonder if there wasn't like a like some criticism when it happened, and that because like I said, I don't remember ever seeing that move or infatuation in Sun and Moon. Or really an X and Y, now that I'm playing through that. Because I can imagine this being a thing that totally somebody just thought of. Oh, that's a cute little thing. That's funny. And that was it, right? And they didn't really think about it beyond that. I could also see it as being something that, you know, somebody was like, oh, well, infatuation should work for everybody. Oh, it's just a thing that can happen. And then somebody else, like somebody higher up just went like, oh, isn't that weird when like a man and a man, like two males fall in love? And it's like, well, whatever, just infatuation. It's like, well, that wouldn't happen, and there being an actual conversation. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. It is an interesting thing. And so this particular episode, we talked about 16th century English religious history and the Church of England. And we talked about gay marriage in Japan. So that's one way to have an episode. But yeah, so I think that I'm going to grind up a little bit off screen. Like I said, I'll turn the camera on, yeah, I'll probably turn the game audio itself off, but I'll turn the camera on just in case something happens while we're out there, and I'll just do a little bit of grinding up again. My main thing, I actually feel like, I seem to recall that Koga's highest level person is like low 40s. Like I want to say Zay is totally fine. I think Kednob, Joe, and Drew are probably okay. It's just Nizzy and Christina that I do want to get up just a little bit. Like, just probably a few more levels before we jump into Koga's gym. So, I'll do that, and when we come back, we'll be ready to take on Koga's gym. And like I said, if something happens, God forbid I lose a Pokemon or something while I'm out grinding, which has happened to me before in other Nuzlocks, I'll have a video of it so we can all mourn that death. Boy, I'm really glad I talked about that because, boy, I'm just out here cursing myself left and right. I figure if I get enough curses on me, let's cancel each other out, so it's fine. Anyways, so thanks everybody for watching, and yeah, have a great one. See you next time. Bye.